So, what's the most important thing about generating leads for your business? Well, there are quite a few important things, but the most important thing is qualifying your leads. I'm actually planning a workshop about qualifying your leads and utilizing quizzes for lead generation, but that's actually further down the line, probably this next quarter, so not this quarter but next quarter. We are Typeform partners and we do quite a lot of work for our clients here, coaches, consultants, so professional services industries, from financial to personal coaches, abundance coaches, and just your recruitment agent and anyone who is providing a professional service. So their main struggle when they do come to us is that they have no idea whether or not those people landing on their website submitting an inquiry are going to be the right type of people for them. So they might have used some cold calling agents from India, they might have used lead generation companies, they probably paid a third party to send them the relevant leads, and they are still struggling to convert them, not because their services are bad, it's only because their services are not the exact match to the requirements of the clients. And believe me or not, I've been in business for a very, very long time and I have seen it all. I've been there, I've done that, I've had the t-shirt. I have wasted far too much time, energy and resources on the wrong type of clients, and it can actually bankrupt your business. So just a word of warning, I've had clients who absolutely sucked the life out of my business, my employees and everyone who was actually related to us or working with us, because we just had to accommodate them and it was just not the right match. They kept on changing their schedules, their times, their plans, and we couldn't actually focus on other clients. We couldn't actually bring in other clients to replace them until a certain point when we had to put an end to it, and that's when things started to come to become much easier when we actually set up a negative ideal client profile. Now this might sound very vague and I don't like using the word negative anyway, because it's not a good word, but at the end of the day, if somebody is not the right fit, they are not going to be happy, and if they are not going to be happy, they are going to drag you down, they are not going to give you a good review. So why would you start to work with them in the beginning? There's no point whatsoever. So if you are currently attracting the wrong type of clients to your business, then this has to stop. It's as simple as that. So you can't carry on like that. It's like trying to sell grime music to grandmas. It's just not gonna happen, is it? Unless it's Grandma Grime or Grime Gran or whoever it is on Facebook. He is quite famous. She would probably be interested, but that's one in a million. So you always have to know your ideal clients, but you also have to know your negative ideal clients, and it only comes with experience. Unfortunately, you've got to get through the growing pain and you've got to experience who you don't want to work with anymore, or the type of client you don't want to work with anymore. And I could give you a massive list of types of clients I don't want to work with. So the first type of client I don't want to work with is somebody who's not a business owner but a dreamer. So anyone who's dreaming about having a business but does not have a business plan, doesn't know where to go, does not have a budget, just goes with the flow, leaves it to the universe, it's not the right type of client, because they will have to have their head screwed on. The other type of client I don't want to work with is probably the type of person who thinks they know it all. So it's like, I had a really good example. Oh yeah, I know now. So it's like going to a heart surgeon saying, oh, you've got a blocked artery, can they fix it? And say, yeah, you can. And you just pop your head up during the operation saying, don't cut there, cut there. Now that type of client is an absolute nightmare to work with if you are in the professional services, and you definitely have to spot the signs of them before they actually become clients. Otherwise it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt a lot as well. So believe me, you don't want to work with someone who thinks they know it all. I do trust professionals, so if I take my car down to the garage, I'm not going to tell the mechanic what to do with it, because I have no clue what's wrong with it. I know the symptoms, they've seen it before, so I leave it to them, and then they will call me back the same day or next day, and they will tell me what's wrong, how much it's going to cost. The same applies to your services business. You will have to have somebody who trusts you, otherwise they will be nightmare clients. The third one is probably a type of client who changes with the weather. So there are loads of people who have an idea and then they change their idea, and because they are jumping on the next shiny object. So people who are looking for the easy button, basically. So you might have seen loads of fads that say, oh, you can earn money gaming, you can earn money doing this, you can get 5 million TikTok followers in a week, and they fall for it. So if you don't deliver 5 million TikTok followers in a week, you're just not good enough. So they need to have realistic goals, and they've got to be over the shiny object syndrome. I have had clients who actually said, oh no, just stop Facebook, we're doing Insta now. No, stop Insta, we're doing LinkedIn. It just does not work. If you don't stick to one strategy long enough and you didn't think through the strategy to start with, it's so not going to work for you or anyone else. So that's the type of client I really just politely refuse to work with, and I've got a really good template to send as a reply. And the last one, which is quite interesting, is somebody who's not clear on their niche and their ideal clients. So I've seen business coaches who change their LinkedIn tagline every couple of months, literally. So I'm working with people in trades, no, I'm working with website designers, no, I'm working with creatives, no, I'm working with people who are looking for an exit strategy. It just does not work like that. So make sure that you do know your ideal clients, so you don't attract your negative ideal clients, because it can bankrupt you. Thank you.